Welcome back, everyone. This session is going to be doing the running Japanese stitch, and I have decided to do this on two of the darker colored flowers on the left hand side of the canvas, and then these two flowers here on the right hand side of the canvas. And this is actually being stitched in the darkest rose ribbon color that you have in your kit. And so what you're going to do is you're going to thread your needle with your ribbon just like you would a regular piece of thread, and you're going to anchor it on the back. And what you're going to do to create the stitch is you're going to come up near the center of the flower. You're going to lay a straight stitch on top of the painted area where the petal would go. And then you're going to pierce your ribbon in the middle and pull it very slightly so that it creates this little loop at the end. If you have a laying tool, this is going to be one of those times that it's important to use your laying tool. But as I start the second stitch, I'm bringing my needle up in the center. I am actually going to hold this loop here with my finger so that I don't mistakenly pull it through the canvas. And then once I've got my, once I've pulled my ribbon through, I'm then going to lay it on top of all the painted area here. I'm going to pierce it in the middle. And I'm going to hold this bottom piece of the ribbon just for a little bit to get my ribbon through the canvas. And now I am going to lay my laying tool down until it's nice and snug. Remove my laying tool and pull it just a little bit until it starts to fold in on itself. Okay, so I'm holding that loop so that I don't pull it through, pulling my ribbon, laying it down flat, piercing it in the middle, getting a good bit of the ribbon. I'm going to untwist this just a tad, but getting a good bit of the ribbon pulled through the canvas before I stick my laying tool in. And I'm going to stick the laying tool in, pull it nice and tight, and then just slowly pull it in until it curves on itself. Pull the ribbon. Now this ribbon I am going to lay over here. And the reason why I'm doing that is I'm going to, I see the petal up underneath here belonging to the other flower. So I'm just going to skip that area. Put my laying tool here. Pull it just a little bit. So this area right here I see belonging to this flower. So that's why I didn't lay one right here. So now I'm going to move around. And again, I'm coming up near the center, right along the outside of the center, because we're going to go back in that center and lay in either French knots or beads or something like that. All right, so then put my laying tool in. There you go. Super easy. Ribbon is very, very forgiving. Just the main thing is to work slowly with it, not to over pull it. Not to work too quickly. You know, you need to be a little patient. If you want to go up underneath these straight stitches and tack it down, you know, just making a little short stitch up underneath there, you certainly can. I have not done that for this particular video, but you can go up underneath this little loop and that straight stitch and tack it, and that will secure it if you're worried about that. So I'm going to hold that. See, my ribbon's got a little caught on itself, but I think it's going to be okay. laying tool in. Then I'm going to do one more over to fill up this little space here. And these can overlap with no problem at all. They're all going to look a little bit different. The ribbon's going to kind of do its own thing. So each one is not going to look identical. And then when you finish, so you can see how that is finished, then you will anchor it on the back. And I'm going to come over here while I've still got some ribbon on my needle, and I am going to continue to work this flower over here. So this is the area that I told you I was going to skip. There you go. Okay, so this is the Japanese ribbon stitch. And you'll notice on your canvas you've got 4 or 5 different colors of pink. Just pick whatever ribbon you want to go where. It's going to cover up all the paints. If you want it to be more heavily stitched with this dark rose color, then do more of the flowers in this rose. If you want it to be more light, then you can use the lighter ribbon. But just play around and get your ribbon in the places that you like it. Enjoy!